all new. Okay, so I'm going to say welcome to you, Carl. This is the first module of this 10-week workshop focusing on the concept of hope. It is entitled 5 Ways to Renew Your Fountain of Hope. And it is being presented by Smiley and Willoughby Group called Journey to Christian Growth. The goal of our company is to explore the essence of spiritual growth, its benefits, and how our platform can support you in your journey. It is a personal and transformative journey that involves self reflection, mindfulness, and transformative self reflection and the pursuit of inner peace. And with resources such as a very informative website, posted messages on a dedicated YouTube channel, and with the use of social media for group updates and activities, we will be and we are able to get our messages out to the communities we serve. At this time, we are beginning the journey by presenting the first module that will obviously delve into the concept of hope. You may ask yourself, why would you want to spend time coming to this presentation when you can go online and Google answers to any questions you have about any subject, almost any topic imaginable? But my answer to that is being here gives you the opportunity to hear the message from me spiritually, and then to interact with me and others who will be in attendance by sharing your questions and comments and growing through productive sharing. And while we may not have immediate answers to all your concerns, we will take the opportunity to seek out those answers and to walk through them with you, even after the session has ended. Because, my friends, our aim is for value transformation to take place. Now, prefacing the heart of the session, let's do a bit of sharing by examining exactly what we feel hope is all about. For all practical purposes and relative to this message, I'm going to use a pretty general definition of hope, which says it's a feeling that what is wanted can be had, or that events will turn out for the best, or to look forward to with desire and reasonable confidence. It's going to happen. It can also mean to believe or to desire or trust or to feel that something that you do desire is indeed going to happen. Let's stretch that a bit to spiritual hope. Have you ever paused to explore the spiritual depth of hope? It's more than a word. It's a guiding light that enchants us. In a world marked by uncertainties, hope remains an unwavering force. On this journey, we delve into the deep spiritual essence of hope, unveiling its hidden mysteries and understanding why it captivates us so. Thinking about that took me to a verse in Jeremiah, 29th chapter, 11th verse to be exact. It reads, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope." And another verse from Isaiah 40th chapter, 31st verse says, "But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will mount up on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary, and they will walk and not faint." Now, hope is a feeling that and belief that good things can happen, even when life is tough. It's like a positive attitude that helps us stay motivated and resilient, allowing us to look forward to a better future. Hope is something that gives us strength and makes us feel happier even in difficult times. It's an important part of being human. Hope is an important part of that. Now, when it comes to spirituality, hope is more than just optimism, it's a deep connection to the divine. This spiritual perspective on hope encourages faith in a higher purpose, providing solace, guidance, and the unwavering belief that even in life's challenges, there is meaning and a greater good at work. And that's a satisfying thought to have. You could discover the spiritual significance of hope and how it can nurture faith and connection on your spiritual journey. It's so, in a world of spirituality, hope is a direct link to the divine in our lives. It is the belief that our yearning for something better is in itself a spiritual calling. It's a yearning for a soul's way of life, a seeking of light amid the darkness. Many spiritual teachings and traditions consider hope as one of the higher virtues. It is a symbol of trust, faith, and a deep connection to the universe or to a higher power. In Christianity, hope is one of the three theological virtues, that hope, along with faith and charity or love. It's a journey. It brings unity. It helps us with our relationships when we really take it in and let it become a part of us. It becomes a part of our daily routine. It becomes a part of who we are. When we identify ourselves to others, that whole business of hope is working together in our soul, in our body, and in our spirit. Romans 15:13 says, "May the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace as you trust in him, so that you may overflow with hope by the power of the Holy Spirit." And Hebrews 11:1 tells us or defines faith, because without faith, you have your hope is kind of, not as steady as it needs to be. So that is the assurance of things hoped for and the conviction of things not seen. There's a beautiful chapter in Hebrews, I believe it's 13, that talks to you about faith. Faith and hope works together. Now, what about this fountain of hope? When you think about a fountain, you think about something that can turn on and off, And then when you think about the hope that you have within yourself, is it turned on or is it turned off? Or do you turn it on and off at specific times in your life? Have you ever thought about what those specific times might be? It's a fountain. Think about that. It'll be a metaphor for you as you digest this business of hope that we're talking about tonight and that we will talk about in the sessions to come. It becomes a part of you. I dare say that losing hope is easy when you're going through difficult times and you feel there is no silver lining to anything that you are doing. When I was dealing with this topic, I said, yeah, yes, all of that is very good. But what do you have to say about hopelessness? Hopelessness, when you find it really, really hard to hope, to have that hope that we're talking about. You lose something. You lose the strength to continue fighting, and you believe that turning your situation around is just totally impossible. You cannot see the daylight for dealing with the midnight. You try to remain positive throughout your battle, but something happens that causes you to lose hope, a parts of it. And hopefully the word playing on words, what we talk about tonight will have you kind of gather up your reserve on this issue and maybe look at it from a different point of view, a different reference point, with bringing different information to the table, or maybe it just an enhanced version of the information that you already have. Question becomes, what do you do when you no longer have enough strength to continue fighting? What do you do when you don't see a way out of your troubles? How do you renew your self confidence and keep on fighting? How do you do that? By an ongoing renewing of your fountain of hope. Don't turn it off and leave it turned off. You gotta know when you need to turn that faucet on, okay? Renewing your hope in things you once believed in is the only way of ensuring that you will gain adequate strength for each battle that you face. It is the only way of remaining confident that someday, things are going to be better. Things are going to be well with you. It is the only way of moving forward, my friends, and gaining the victory. Nothing can prevent you from fighting as well as winning your battle when you are anchored, anchored on hope, anchored on hope. It gives you a reason to stand by what you believe in when everyone and everything else proves to be against you. It opens your eyes to what no one else sees and assures you that you can overcome when everyone says you are not strong enough. But you said, oh, don't tell me that. I'm strong. My faucet is turned on. I'm not walking with false hope. I'm walking with a strong hope. And for some reason right now, something has covered my screen. So I'm going to hopefully delete it. And here we are again. Okay. So now that brings us down to some very important points, more important points that we want to talk about. These 5 ways to renew your fountain of hope. Number 1, expect good things. Good things. The most effective way of renewing your hope during difficult times is expecting that good things are going to happen. That's that positive attitude at work, in your heart, in your soul, and in your mind. This is because when you trust that you expect to overcome, baby, you are an overcomer. When you believe that you will arrive or survive the heartache, you believe it, you will. When you expect a favor, you receive a favor. When you expect things to change, to happen in your life, you experience it. This is why it is important to never stop believing that things are going to be well in the end. You have to expect something good, no matter how painful or hopeless your situation might be. It's because your mind only finds solutions to problems that you believe there are solutions to. It's about belief. It's about faith. It's about hope. Number 2, don't stop moving forward. Concentrating on what you can't do only causes you to remain where you are and you fail to move forward. When you stop moving, you lose hope because nothing changes for you when you stay still. Nothing. However, if you keep moving, you keep trying, you keep fighting, you rekindle your faith. You remain hopeful because you're always in motion. You remain hopeful because you focus on doing what you can do, and you see little changes taking place, and that gives you encouragement to just keep on keeping on. Yes, that alone renews your self-confidence. Number 3, use hope affirmations. And remember, when you're doing that, this is a fight we're in. This is a fight. We're fighters. And we're not weak fighters. We're strong fighters. Hope affirmations help you to get rid of those negative thoughts that prevent you from seeing a way out of your trouble. So you use affirmations to renew your hope, to get you through your struggles, and to stay true to your aims or to your goals. You may say to yourself, I may be tired, but I can still go on. I know things are going to get better. I'm going to hang in here. And remember, small steps makes a difference. And say to yourself, I expect change and I have faith in ABC, whatever it is. Okay. And you use those things to continually reignite and help you to remain optimistic in your daily journey. Number 4, fix your eyes on what you desire to accomplish. When you get your eyes off your ultimate goal of what you want to accomplish, you lose hope. But when you fix your eyes on your vision or what you intend to achieve, your hope gets renewed. You may get knocked down, but you're going to get up again. I may be knocked down today, but tonight, not tomorrow. I'm concentrating on getting up again. Then another thing that you can do before we get to number 5 is write down what you desire to accomplish. Think about it at least once a day and never take your eyes off the goal. Knowing that you have to achieve ABC keeps you trying when you feel like quitting and keeps you believing in yourself. That may be called seeing is believing. Okay? Number 5, let go of what has already happened. Oh my God. That woe is me attitude. Oh, everybody got something against me. Holding on to past hurts and disloyalties, it steals your joy and stop you from living the best life possible. You begin to focus on how so and so wronged you, why you don't deserve what is happening to you, why certain people aren't remorseful enough for the hurt they caused you and fail to move on. You hold on to the bad things that have occurred and fail to see the good things that are happening as well as the great things that can happen. Turn it loose and let it go. Okay? Because holding on to hurt and anger and a painful past leaves you hopeless and indifferent. Therefore, learn to let go of what has already happened so you can renew your hope. Find your way out of the struggle and heal yourself. You know that proverb, physician, heal yourself. Sisters and brothers, heal yourself. So, renewing your fountain of hope and holding on to it is the only way of ensuring you win every battle that you fight, that you gain enough strength to go on when you feel like you just can't. You see a way out when your situation becomes hopeless, and you remain hopeful when everyone around you isn't. Let hope guide your steps, influence your decisions, and help you to weather each storm that you face. There's a song, a gospel song that I really, really love. One of the ones I really, really love. Get a chance, listen to it sometime. It's called Order My Steps in Your Word, Dear Lord. It's a beautiful song. There's a lot to take in when you listen to that. Yes. And so if you're seeking to infuse more hope into your spiritual journey, here's a guide that can help you to do that. And we're coming down to the end. I'm not going to go into the details of each one of these titles or subject parts of the subject, but I want to leave this with you. If you want to know more on that, we can talk more about that. Meditation and prayer. And basically what it's saying here is start your day off with a moment of reflection, with a moment of prayer, and watch and see how your attitude change for that day. Another one, engage in spiritual communities. Nowadays, it's sort of hard to find those communities. There's a suggestion of maybe participating in some type of spiritual gatherings, or maybe church, temple, mosque, or any other place of worship. I don't know what is really happening there, but if you find a place there, that is another suggestion. Do some scripture and inspirational reading along with your morning prayer, getting in, if it's not a whole chapter or whatever, find a book in the Bible, or just kind of let God lead you to the one that you need for that day. It just helps you get your day started. And then do some acts of compassion. What I mean by that is practice kindness and compassion. Help others, along their way. Volunteer. Do something with your time. Spend some time in nature, walking in the woods, or walking someplace, or just hanging out, in the serenity of it all. And do daily affirmations. And we just talked about that just a bit a while ago. And then reflect on your journey. All of these things we could go in a lot more detail with. And as I said before, if there is a need to do that, we will go back and we will do that, because our idea is not to cover territory and cover ground, but to make a difference, to see some reformation at this point of time, some transformation. You know, that is the important thing. That is the key for what we're doing here. As I conclude, in our spiritual lives, hope is a thread that weaves through every moment, connecting us to something greater than ourselves. It's the force that reminds us that in our existence, each of us has a unique and meaningful role to play. As we grasp hope, we find solace in knowing that our spiritual journey is illuminated by its radiant light, guiding us toward a brighter, more purposeful tomorrow. We Romans 3, I'm ending with this verse. Romans 5th chapter, 3rd through 4th verse. We also glory in our suffering, because we know that suffering produces perseverance, character, and character, hope. Thank you for your time tonight. I really do appreciate it. I pray God's blessings upon each and every one of you. And until next time, good night.